You're listening to the Team Stripes podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this quick and last-minute episode of the Team Stripes podcast. We're doing a Stanley Cup Finals preview. With me, as always, is my co-host, Brendan Est, and I'm Ross Grimaldi. What's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, Stanley Cup Finals start tomorrow. Thankfully, finally ahead of schedule, I think. So just gearing up for that.
It's crazy to think that it's September 19th tomorrow, and we're getting Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals in September.
We should be getting first preseason games.
Yeah, usually the Lightning play their first preseason game between like the 15th and the 20th of September. So this is really weird. Usually I'd be myself and a couple of other buddies dropping pucks at training camp for the Lightning, and instead they're playing in the Stanley Cup Finals. This is nuts. Anyway.
But you helped them get there, right?
I mean, I helped I a year ago at this time, which is crazy to think about, but a year ago training camp was going on for this season that we're still playing.
And here we are.
Yeah, and here we are, a whole calendar year later, and we still haven't gotten a cup awarded, but in the next, 7 to 14 days or so, depending on how long the series goes, we're going to have ourselves a cup champion.
I think it's no matter what, the next 11 days, because the Game 7's on the 30th.
Okay, well, there you go.
Next 11 days, we have a cup final.
This is awesome. Speaking of the cup final, so we got the Dallas Stars, who last won the cup in 1999.
Yep.
However, I still don't think they won because Brett Hull's pinky toe was in the goal crease, and that goal should not have counted. So I am standing up for all my Buffalo fans out there that still, to this day, will say that goal does not count. Therefore, they did not lose the Stanley Cup in 1999. And my hometown team, the team I grew up watching, the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are in their third trip to the Stanley Cup final. They are 1-1. 2004, Calgary fans think they won the Stanley Cup.
Oh, we did, though. That's the thing.
And then, obviously, 2015, we had some injuries, and it didn't quite go the way we had hoped. But it is a pretty big accomplishment. The Lightning have made the Eastern Conference Finals 4 of the last 6 years, I think is what the stat was. So
something crazy.
Pretty awesome. It's going to be fun.
Obviously, you're picking Tampa to win here.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to my best friend tonight. We went over and got some food. And actually, tomorrow's his birthday. So he gets a Stanley Cup final game on his birthday.
Sold.
Right? But in September. But I was like, man, I hope they pull this off. I think they're going to do it in 6. That's my – I think it's going to go 6 games. I mean, I'd love to make the bold prediction of them going, doing it in 5. But I think it's going to be 6 games.
So I took an oath as a small child that I could never cheer for the Tampa Bay Lightning under any circumstance. I am going to hold myself to that oath, and I'm jumping on the Stars bandwagon.
Well, you do live there too, so it's kind of funny how this works.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I've lived here for 10 years, and in the 10 years, I have never once cheered for the Stars. When we were season ticket holders for the Stars, me and my mom would go, and we'd cheer for whoever the road team was. We didn't care whoever it was.
That's awesome.
And so, I mean, it's time I jump on the Stars bandwagon now. I will say, if the Stars lose game 1, Tampa wins in 5.
Ooh.
Now,
okay.
I think the Stars are going to win game 1. I think the Stars pull it out in 7. I think it's just going to be a 1-1, 2-2, 3-3 series, and whoever wins game 1 wins game 7.
Okay. Interesting.
But if the Stars lose game 1, I'm jumping off the bandwagon, and I don't
pretending hockey season's over.
Yeah, I mean, my hockey season's over after game 1 if they lose. So
fair enough. Well, speaking of seasons being over, we had 3 referees and 3 linesmen get to go home. So they get to go hang out with their families and watch the Cup Finals like the rest of us. So out from the conference finals, on the referee side, I'm looking over at my other screen here. Gord Dwyer, Jean Hebert, and Chris Rooney, all three of them are getting copies of the home game and chilling at home watching the Stanley Cup Finals. I will say, Gord, I had a feeling. I thought Gord should have made it, but he got sent home with his partner Jean. They had a fantastic playoff. I think you said they had 5 overtime games together.
Yeah, 5 out of the 6 total overtime games they've had,
which is unreal.
So,
and then Chris Rooney, also veteran referee. I'm surprised he's not on the roster. But when you look at the guys that made it, it's a strong staff.
So my only issue is, I'm a big Gord fan. Gord's a Dallas guy. Like, he's an awesome guy. He does great stuff around here in Dallas to help the local officials. I would obviously like to see him in the Cup Finals. He was last year. I would like to see him go again. I kind of wonder if they were both cut, because him and his partner were cut. I almost want to, is it because they've had so much overtime? Because they did the Tampa Marathon game back in round 1. So It's like, have they seen so much hockey that it's like, hey, like, we have these guys that are fresher maybe? I mean, granted, Gordon.
Yeah, when you think about them having worked together the entire time, since the first round, and they did work a ton of long games, that, maybe that could have been a factor. But, obviously it's all on merit and seniority and whatever else, and who knows. But, I honestly, Gord, Jean, and Chris Rooney all had great playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Good on them. So last year they started using 5 officials, referees, 5 linesmen, 5 referees, 5 linesmen in the Cup Finals. And that was something they put in the NHL, the collective bargaining agreement, because previously it had always been 4. So the 5 referees this year for the Stanley Cup Finals, making his 7th Cup Final, Kelly Sutherland, 5th Stanley Cup Final, Dan O'Rourke, making his 8th consecutive Stanley Cup Final, number 4 on the ice, number 1 in your heart, Wes McCauley, making only his 3rd Stanley Cup Final appearance, which I thought Cozy had made more, but Steve Kozari making his 3rd. And then for the first time in the Stanley Cup Finals, Francis Chiron. So congratulations to him for making the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time. So and then on the linesman side, a couple of surprises there too on who got cut. So the guys that are out: Greg Dvorsky, Johnny Murray, and then Keel Murchison. Devo and Johnny Murray, man, like, we're talking 2 of the best guys out there. So I was surprised that they didn't make the list. But it's linesmaning. They're all about the same. So, and I think did you hear about someone said to me about they might have been getting rated about their offside calls, like the video reviews, as part of their rating. Does that make sense?
So if they had to go into review?
No, I think the ones they got wrong.
Okay, so you get it wrong, you go to review.
Uh-huh.
And they're getting not in trouble, but they're getting points taken away from them because they had to go to review?
Well, yeah, because they made the wrong call initially. So, like, they missed the offside.
I mean,
that's what I heard, and that's splitting hairs. It's such a fast game.
I was going to say, this whole playoff, there's only been one offside that I think it was the Dallas game maybe, or it might have been in the Islanders series. It was a blatant offside, and I don't know how, but the lineys just got messed up. Somebody didn't cover.
Yeah, that was the goal the Lightning scored. Paquette was
okay. Yeah, so it was the Lightning series.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, that was the only offside that, watching it in like real time the first time, I was like, that was offside. And then they went and
Yeah.
reviewed it, and they were like, oh, yeah, it is offside.
Yeah.
To me, like, okay, I understand, making the right call first, but 90% of the time when they go to review, I mean, we're talking an inch and a half.
Yeah, we're
inch.
talking,
like,
that much offside.
Very rarely is it a glaring offside, and you know what?
Yeah.
We've all missed them too because we're humans. Like, I'm not going to fault him for missing it.
Yep.
But if you want to say, okay,
I'm just saying that's what I had heard, that they were getting rated on that, and I was like, I don't know.
I mean, like, sure, like, make the right call. And at the NHL level, where the difference between you making a cup final is literally the smallest of things.
Yep.
Okay, you can make an argument to say, dude, you missed a blatant offside.
Yeah.
As much as that sucks, like, hey, we understand it happens. The call ended up being the right call.
Yeah, through the challenge, but still. So going back, and then we'll run down the roster real quick. We got let's see here, Derek Amell working his 8th cup final, Scott Cherry his 3rd, Brad Kovacic his 3rd, Matt McPherson his 2nd, and Steve Barton his 1st. So congratulations to Steve Barton on getting to the cup finals for the first time. And then Derek Amell is the senior guy with 8. Everyone else is at 2 and 3. So it's nice to see some, I guess, some new blood in the cup finals. Some of the younger guys getting the chance. Like, good for them, because you can't rely on the old guard for too much longer.
No, I mean there's nothing wrong with the old guard by any means, but it's always nice to see younger, fresher faces get in and get that experience.
For sure. Yeah, it's again, it's going to be an awesome cup final. And then obviously the guys that made it to this round, let's see here. So the referees earn $18,250 per round. So nice little paycheck for them. And the linesmen get $12,100 per round, which, I mean, cool, but like, shouldn't they get the same amount? Come on.
My thing is it's going to suck though, because now your playoff bonus, which to me I would spend on a summer vacation, is now getting spent. You have to go somewhere in the middle of October. I mean, it limits the nice sunny beaches around where to go, and then you have COVID you have to deal with. But I mean, good on him. Congrats.
And I didn't know this. I just saw this. If you're the standby referee for a game, you get $900.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're the standby linesman, you get $600, and if you go into the game as the referee, you get $2,450, and if you go into the game as a linesman, you get $1,650.
All I'm going to say, NHL, if you guys listen, I'm in Dallas. If you ever need a warm standby official, I'm a great linesman. I know how to drop the puck, and that's about it. But just give me a call. I mean, my gear's 30 minutes from the rink.
Right? 30 minutes, dude. You should know better. You should always have your bag in your car.
I take the train most times.
That's so funny.
It's so easier.
So funny story with that. It was my one of my buddies was working the Lightning game this year, and his partner got hurt, and I had just got off the ice in Lakeland, and I shot him a text, obviously joking.
Obviously.
But I shot him a text. I was like, hey, bud, heard your partner went down. Need some help. I'm on my way. Now, I didn't get a response till after the game because
they're true professionals and don't go on their phones.
Well, no, their policy is like an hour and a half to 2 hours before the game, and then like up to an hour after the game, their phones aren't even turned on.
I like that. Really.
So, but it was funny because I got a response later, just an LOL. But yeah, good times there. NHL, if you ever need a guy
down in Tampa.
Well, but yeah, I think that was really just all I wanted to touch on and talk about was just a quick little rundown of the Stanley Cup Finals. I know we're all excited to get going. How about the Lightning touching the Prince of Wales trophy?
I mean, is it bad juju?
Isn't that well, it is, but it isn't, because I think the Penguins really broke that, because in 2008 they didn't touch it and they lost the cup.
So in 2009 you have to touch it.
And then in 2009 they touched it and they won the cup. And then every time since then they've touched it. And I think the Lightning, the last time they went to the finals, didn't touch it in 2015. So I think they just said, screw it, we're going to touch it.
I know in 2014 the Flames, or not 2014, 2004, the Flames
The
didn't
Flames
touch it.
touched it, and the
No.
Lightning did not.
No, in 04 the Flames didn't touch it.
Oh, well, the Lightning didn't either.
So I mean,
Andrew Chuck just kind of skated over and was like, "I'm not touching this fucking thing."
yeah, same with Iginla. Like he took the picture and it was like, okay, cool, see ya. I mean, I don't care if they touch it.
I know, it's just one of those dumb hockey.
Here's the thing, though: did they touch it or did they like raise it? Because if you raise it, I have an issue. But
no, they didn't raise it, but they touched it. And then, so it was really funny. I'll send you the picture, and maybe we'll use it as the logo for this particular episode. It's a picture of Stamkos with his jersey on,
yes,
carrying the Prince of Wales next to Hedman, and it says, "When you didn't participate in the group project, but you still got an A."
Yeah, it was funny. I saw him out there for the picture, and I was like, "Is he wearing like running shirt? Like, did he put his gear on?" And then you look and you see it. And I'm like, "No, he's got his like sweatpants on." And
yep, it was just funny. I was dying at that meme. I was like, "Oh man, that's so true, so true."
He still did something.
Yeah, like he showed up. He was there. He helped.
Is he gonna play? Do we know? I saw him skating on before Game 6.
I have no idea.
I hope.
We will find out. We will find out tomorrow when the lineup cards are submitted.
Yep. But
so with that,
yeah, I mean our 69, I believe, is coming out still on Tuesday. We have a great guest lined up for you guys. If you enjoy this, like it, subscribe, send us messages, and we'll do more of these.
This is just a little impromptu. Hey, man, you want to do a rundown of the Cup Finals?
So I'm excited. You're excited.
Yeah,
Go
dude.
Stars.
Go Bolts. Everybody enjoy the Stanley Cup Finals, and we will catch you guys on our normal episode.
Thanks, guys.